The Cabaret of Dr. Caligari. Welcome, seekers of the strange and supernatural.
Welcome.
Greetings, fans of the far-fetched and fearful.
Greetings.
Welcome once more to my Cabaret of the Quivering.
That's quivering.
Welcome to a world where the paper-thin walls of reality are ever ready to shred and split and admit the inmates of the hell pit's very bottom.
Bottom.
Anthrax! Snuff, you've done it again! Just when I was building a mood of morbid menace, you two ruin it. Demonic assistants. I've seen more disturbing things in pub talent contests. Didn't they teach you anything at nightmare school?
We didn't go in months.
We had notes from our mums.
All those sulphur fumes used to play havoc with my chest.
And I had a veruca.
Yeah, but that was just a pet.
Enough! Unconsecrated upstarts. Park your prattle, or I'll prune you both with your own pitchforks.
The night grows dim. The shadows lengthen. Madness is afoot.
My veruca was on my foot.
It is time for our guest
Our guest.
to enter.
Hello? Is there anyone at home?
Indeed there is, young lady. Step into the auditorium.
Oh, it's so dark. Where are you?
Up here on the stage. Please join us.
All right, if I don't disappear through the floorboards first. My name's Debbie Brothers, Mr...
Caligari.
Anthrax.
I represent Pearly Pride PLC. Well, we organise Cockney nights and Jack the Ripper tours, the Cray Twins surprise parties, you know, that kind of thing. We're looking for a new venue for old-time music hall, and... Well, that's funny. I didn't notice it was raining outside.
You're all wet.
Soaked.
If you don't dry off, you'll catch your death.
Chortle.
Have you got a fire or something I could use?
Bigger chortle. Not that big.
I think you'll find you'll soon warm up under the spotlights.
No, wait, that light's too bright.
Anthrax, Snuff, to your positions. Miss Brothers is ready to perform.
I'm not.
But you are Miss Brothers.
I am.
If I could hypnotise like that, I'd go into politics.
If you could hypnotise like that, I'd go into hiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cabaret of Dr. Caligari is proud to present a putrid plot of rabid real estate. A hot piece of property we call the conversion. Miss Brothers, if you will begin.
It's funny to find myself standing in the spotlight. In our family, it was Dad who always got all the attention. You might remember him. Flash Jack Brothers, fiery shop steward of the National Union of Dockers, stevedores and blokes wet with the sweat of honest toil. Hero of the working class or Tim Pot Hitler. It all depended what side of the picket line you were standing on. But times change, even when fathers don't want them to. Well, nowadays Dad was a museum piece who would be better off in the company of other relics. And that's why I kept trying to get him to consider sheltered accommodation. But of course, he wouldn't have it. He said he wanted to stay put just to get up the toffee noses of his new neighbours. As if they cared. God, to them he was like those broken cranes they arrange round their new office blocks. He was quaint. Local colour.
So he looks at the foreman and he says, "No, I wasn't stealing sand, I was stealing wheelbarrows."
Oh, hello, Jack. Pint of the usual.
Done me right for 40 years, love.
Evening, Jack.
Evening, Tom. Dick. Tarquin.
Hey, Jack. Ah, put a sock in it!
That, lads. It's the compact disc that keeps on jumping.
There was a time when this pub had a real pianist.
Mind you, he was pretty jumpy and all.
Sums it all up, though, doesn't it? That's what Docklands has turned into. A pretend place. No real jobs, no real people.
Here, isn't that your Debbie over there?
Over where?
Over there, by the laser carry what's it with that flash young man of hers. Oi, Debbie, over here.
Leave her be. We had a bit of a barney before I came out, and the last thing I need...
Evening, Mr. Brothers. Evening, everybody. Evening.
Decided to slum it then, Deborah? What was wrong with the wine bar?
Costas was full of bloody German tourists looking for cockneys.
We're a dying breed, son.
We should be protected by the World Wildlife Fund.
Yeah, they ought to fly us out to places where they still have docks, so we could breed with the local women and continue the species.
Extinction's not something you should joke about.
Oh, come off it, Jack. Everything's something you should joke about. Every joke is a little act of revenge.
Revenge, eh? Now there's a word I've got time for. Revenge is a very good word.
Here, give the compact disc another kick, will you, love? I think it's stuck again.
You all right, Dad?
Of course he is. He's just in one of his moods, that's all.
One last great act of resistance. That's what's needed. Then I'd die happy.
Oh, leave it out, Dad. You're acting like one of them old men you see in the post office talking to the leaflets. I won't have you spoiling me and Wayne's evening.
Why couldn't you find a young man with principles?
Principles are for people who haven't got anything worth selling out.
More of your Thatcher talk?
More of my realism, Dad. Remember realism? It's what'll get us through the 90s.
What happened to solidarity and struggle, Deborah? Whatever happened to dreams?
Dreams are for people who are asleep.
I know you don't like me, Jack.
Always knew you were a bright lad, Wayne.
But wise up the lot of you. You're not the poor, downtrodden masses any longer. You're probably the richest people in this pub.
How'd you make that out?
You all bought property with your redundancy money, didn't you?
Just my little house?
Little houses that now stand on the most expensive land in London.
Did you put him up to this, Deborah?
Why don't you just listen, Dad?
The management and staff of the Cabaret of Dr. Caligari would like to point out to our listeners that, as some of you may already have realized, this section of our story took place several years ago. Today, let property in Docklands is, of course, less common than double glazing in Baghdad. But to those of you who invested heavily at that time and are now suffering depreciating house prices and mortgages that would cripple Howard Hughes, we extend these sounds of sympathy. We now return you to the story.
This is a happening place, the lifestyle they want to buy into. Just think what you could do with all the money you're sitting on.
I was born in my house.
Yeah. Home's where the art is.
Then maybe we should consider a heart transplant.
Blimey, he's perked up.
He almost looks happy.
Are you feeling okay, Jack?
Yeah, suddenly I am, Tarquin. For the first time in ages. Wayne here has given me an idea. So, are you with me, lads?
How can they be when they don't know what you're talking about?
Because they trust me, Deborah. Because they let me lead them through 30 years of industrial disputes and never turn their backs on me.
Well, I
We don't exactly have anything else on at the moment.
We're in, whatever it is.
Oh, me and all.
Here you are, love. 3 more pints. And stick some of them cocktail umbrellas in them. Me and the boys are going up in the world.
Within weeks, Dad, Tom, Dick and Tarquin had all put their houses up for sale and the buyers had descended like piranha fish who have just seen Cyril Smith nipping in for a paddle. The Dockers were now very rich and very secretive. They were not, however, looking forward to many happy years pigeon breeding at the Arthur Scargill home for the terminally working class Skegness. They had other plans.
Good evening. Tonight on What Are Those Typists Doing in the Background, we interview the leaf that caused rush hour chaos on Network South East. And we hear a surprising story about one of the more unusual aspects of London's property boom. This report from our man on the spot, Don Duffel.
In the 50s and 60s, the name Flash Jack Brothers was synonymous with wildcat strikes and firebrand speeches. This determined Dockers leader, who once described himself as red, under, on top of and in the bed, held managements to ransom
Mind your head, plank coming through.
And brought capitalism to its knees. But now, in a remarkable case of if you can't beat 'em, join 'em, Jack has sold his whopping semi and not only embraced capitalism, but also married and moved in with it as well. Flash Jack Brothers has bought a house in Knightsbridge. Mr. Brothers...
Don't stand there, lad. There's a hoist coming down.
Perhaps if you and your friends could just stop work for a minute. I'd just like to ask you about your unusual retirement home.
I'm not retired. I've never been busier.
Well, you certainly are doing a lot of home improvements. What is this going to be? A jacuzzi?
No, a crane.
A crane?
A dirty, great, ugly crane to unload the ships after they've docked.
You're joking, of course.
Do I look like a man who jokes?
No, but you can't possibly be serious.
There's many an employer who said that and regretted it.
But there are no ships in Knightsbridge. We're 3 miles inland.
There weren't no toffs in Wapping until recently. You'd be surprised how quickly a place can change.
We see it as a gesture, a token.
Yeah, we're giving back a little of what they've given us.
They've converted so many of our old warehouses into luxury homes, we thought we'd return the compliment and convert one of their old homes into a warehouse.
We call it degentrification.
But I don't see how...
You will, lad. You will.
In fact, lots of people came to see. With all the press coverage it was getting, Flash Jack's Folly fast became a major tourist attraction. The local snobs hated it, and Dad and the Dockers were laughing. I was smirking a bit too. Wayne wasn't the only one with an eye for a fast buck in the East End. Souvenirs, souvenirs, get your Flash Jack's Folly souvenirs here. I've got your T-shirts, I've got your tea-towels, I've got your Flash Jack's Book of Cockney Slang. Here you go, mister, try a Costa's cloth cap for size.
Hello, Deborah.
Wayne, what are you doing here?
The exchange gave me the rest of the week off. Seems I got so carried away shouting bye, bye, bye down the phone I bought 12 hours and 43 minutes off the speaking clock.
Never mind, Wayne. Have a look at the novelty car stickers I've had made. They'll cheer you up.
Gentrifiers do it backwards.
What do you think?
No, I don't like it.
You think the slogan's too subtle?
No, I don't like any of it.
The typeface, the glue on the back?
Any of this rubbish that you're selling.
Well, I wouldn't decorate my flat with it either, but look at this afternoon's takings. For the first time in his life, Dad's doing something for me, not the old bloody working class.
But he doesn't know he's doing it.
Well, what he don't know can't hurt him.
Look, but I admire the man. He's not just moaning about the yuppies, he's doing something about them.
But you're a yuppie, Wayne.
Not anymore, Deborah. What happened to me this morning made me take a long, hard look at my reflection in my VDU screen. I didn't like what I saw.
So, buy a new suit.
Money isn't everything, Deborah. Most money's not even real. I'm not going back to the city again. I'm gonna become a Buddhist monk.
And with that, he walked out of my life. But I wasn't upset. I was doing all right as well. You see, Dad's mad, bad gesture had unforeseen side effects amongst the bourgeoisie. Dad was something new. Dad was something outrageous. Soon all the Sloanes were wearing cloth caps and keeping coal in their jacuzzis to annoy Mummy and Daddy. Oh, to his horror and my bank manager's joy, Dad became trendy.
Right, that's the last of the planks for the loading bay door ready, Tom. Dick and Tarquin, use the scrap for pallets.
Yeah, we'll start first thing in the morning, Jack.
We're a bit tired, like.
We've been invited to a party.
Plenty of time for parties when we finish the conversion, boys. Can't your knees up, Wade?
Well, it's not really a knees up, Jack.
It's more like a fashion show.
A fashion show?
Well, we're guests of honour at Vivian Driftwood's new collection.
She says we inspired it.
Yeah.
She calls it the mock dock look.
Mock dock? Mock dock? And is that what they're going to do to us? Not all we've worked for.
Well, it is a joke, Jay.
It's not our fault if they've started to find it funny too.
Do you want to come?
I'm staying here.
But it's late.
There's still lots to do.
Nothing that can't wait.
We've got to stay on schedule or we won't be ready.
Ready for what, Jack?
Ready to unload the ship.
There is
Come on, Tarquin, come on, Dick. Let's leave him to it. We've known Jake long enough to know he always sticks to what he believes in. Even when he does seem to have started believing in things a bit too much.
Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Under the table you must go. E-I-E-I-E-I. And if I catch you bending, I'll saw your legs right off.
Enjoying the spread, Jeremy?
Good, lummy. It's a right royal treat for me Derby Kenny.
Kelly.
And no mistaking, me old China, me old mucker, me old iron.
Well done, Jeremy. We'll soon have you into my blimey level Cockney calls.
Gosh, how wonderful. I mean, well, knock me down with a Saveloy.
Plates of meat, Jeremy.
Apples and pears, Jocasta. Mutilated eel sectioning glutinous jelly, anyone?
Yes. Oh, yes.
You know, I must thank you again, Deborah, for organising these knees-up evenings for me. Snooty's wine bar's never been so full. I can see a big future in our partnership.
I've bought you a little something, Jeremy. Something to go with your cap and hobnailed boots.
Daisy Roots, Deborah.
There's no catching you out, is there, Jeremy? And that's why you've earned this genuine Costa's coat. Look what it says on the back.
The Pearly King of Knightsbridge. Oh, you shouldn't have.
I didn't. I'll put it on your bill.
Oh, you wily street urchin, Deborah. How absolutely John Biffin.
John Biffin?
Spiffin. We've been making up some rhyming slang of our own. I hope you don't mind. Oh, excuse me. There's a call on my cellular dog and bone.
Yet I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. Yet I think of her.
He's single-minded.
More like simple-minded.
He's driven.
Driven round a bloody Benjamin. Look at him, working 25 hours a day. As far as he's concerned, this isn't a joke anymore. He really believes we're building a dock for a bloody boat.
I can't hear you know. 50 years dealing with dockers made me good at picking up whispers.
Then you know what I'm saying, Jack.
I recognise a traitor's talk, all right.
Not a traitor, a realist. Nothing you say is real anymore. You don't know where life ends and fantasy begins.
Sounds like a good state of mind for achieving the impossible to me.
Look, you and me are mates, Jack. But all of this has got out of our control. Let's pack up our tools and walk away from it together.
I'll walk out of here when I've finished the job. When the dock's done and the ship's unloaded.
Well, that's your final answer. I'm leaving. Dick, Tarquin, you coming?
We'll stay with Jack, Tom.
Well, we'll see the place finish like he wants it.
Then I'll see you around.
Yeah, around.
All the best, mate.
Goodbye, Jack. Jack?
Dad and me had stopped talking not long after I talked to the son. Red Docker, daughter shocker had nearly all been lies, but they were my lies and I'd made a lot of money out of them. Well, sometimes, late at night, I'd go down to the conversion and see how it was going. There'd be one light burning and one sound of hammering and I'd know it was Dad, all alone, working through the night.
Deborah?
Jeremy, what brings you here? Business or pleasure?
Strictly business. I've been delegated.
Sounds nasty.
I hope it won't be. Deborah, as you know, the local traders and residents have rather enjoyed the notoriety that your father's eccentricities have brought to our street.
There's a but coming, isn't there?
But all good things must come to an end, Deborah. What is in today is in the bin tomorrow. We've had some fun, and now we're bored. We'd like you to tidy your mess up before you leave. Stop that hammering.
But I don't own my father and his friends.
And that's why we've all contributed to this cheque. Here. Buy out as many of them as you can. Find a way of dealing with the rest.
Jeremy!
You can keep the change.
Dick and Tarquin were easy. Well, they were old men and they'd given Jack every penny and most of the hours they had left. Couple of pints and I persuaded them that it wasn't a question of politics anymore. It was a family matter. And what Jack needed most was his loving daughter to take care of him. Good care. Oh, they walked. Keep the change, Jeremy had said. Big deal. I kept the old bloody cheque.
Mr. Brothers. Mr. Jack Brothers.
Leave me alone. I'm busy.
The name's Snark. Snark of Bellman, Boojum and Snark. We're solicitors acting for the estate agents and certain other parties.
I was in the Communist Party for over 40 years. I don't even think there is one now.
Mr. Brothers, it's time to put a stop to this farce. A joke is a joke, but this warehouse hoax has gone far enough.
No. There's a little further to go yet. A little further. And then she'll be here.
Your daughter isn't coming to see you, Mr. Brothers.
It's not my daughter I'm waiting for. It's the ship.
The ship?
The ship I built the dock for.
Look, I don't really have time to indulge these bizarre fantasies any longer. Here is a court order reclaiming this property and another signed by your daughter committing you to a place of compulsory sanity, if you'd be so kind as to accompany me.
Get your hands off. I have to be here for the ship.
Of course you do, Mr. Brothers, but I'm sure all the Flopsy bunnies and pink elephants on board won't be too disappointed if you're not here to greet them.
So you want me to sling me up, do you?
As you cockneys so colourfully put it, yes.
Right then, I will.
Mr. Brothers, put that ghastly spike down.
I'll sling me hook, all right.
Mr. Brothers, no.
I'll sling it right into your head.
Oh, my giddy aunt, you've made a hideous hole in that charming 18th century oak panelling.
That's the origin of the phrase, you know. Sling in your hook. We all used to carry a hook like this for ripping the tops off the crates.
Oh, the decorative plasterwork.
So you came here to help me, did you?
I did.
Well, perhaps you still can. Take the rope that's hanging from the hoist and pull it through your belt.
I'm putting the rope through now, look.
Good. Now step towards the window.
But we're 3 floors up.
If you've no head for heights, I could always remove it.
I'll do it. What next?
I just want you to hang around a bit longer, that's all. I just want you to help me buy a little more time. Until my ship comes in.
By the time I got there, police had blocked off both ends of the street and I had to fight my way through a barricade of pressmen. After I'd auctioned off exclusive rights to my siege story, I went straight to the police and offered to do anything that I could to help, at either the story or Dad. They asked me to try and talk him down. As I walked across the street towards the house, I saw the doctors I had hired filling their syringes and straightening their straitjackets in readiness. I'd already booked a rubber room for Dad. I just hadn't realised he was going to be bouncing this much. Hello, Dad? Hello, Mr. Snark?
Good afternoon, Miss Brothers. Get me down!
Dad, let him down!
Not likely. Not yet. But soon. Very soon.
Dad, please put down the knife.
I second that.
I'll lose this cargo as soon as the real one arrives.
But there is no real cargo. There is no real ship.
Come and join me, Deborah. Join me up here and you'll see it.
All I'll see is a daft old man who's going to be in a lot more trouble than he realises if he don't come to the few senses he has left and gets down here this minute.
After he's released Mr. Snark, of course.
After you've released Mr. Snark.
I'll release him, all right. One quick cut and...
No! You got me into this, Miss Brothers. You get me down.
Dad, the police have got guns. You've got to do something now. What is it?
It's the sound of dreams coming true, Deborah! It's the sound of my ship coming in!
It can't be, Dad.
I know it can't be, but it is!
But there's nothing there!
I can see smoke.
From the funnel!
I can see a great black bow cutting through me, the house is like Wayne.
You should see it from up here, Deborah. It's a sight, all right.
But there's nothing there to see! You're both as batty bonkers as each other!
What? There goes Aaron's!
It's not there, Dad. I can see it, but it's not there.
It is there! If you want it to be!
It's there because you've made it be there. It's there because you're made.
I'd like to second that!
It's there for those who need it, Deborah! For those that need a symbol, a gesture, a last great big 2 fingers to the Lord!
Oh, God! It's almost on top of us! You're not a shit! You're not a nothing! You're just the self-delusions of a senile old man! And if I don't believe in you, you don't exist!
Deborah! Get out of the way!
And what? No one sane can see anything here! And you know what? I'm with them!
Deborah!
And that's how my story ends?
That, Miss Brothers, is how you came to drown.
In Dad's madness?
Or in his vision.
But it could all end differently, couldn't it? If I learnt my lesson, if I was willing to change.
I'm afraid it is far too late to change now.
You'll be stuck in those wet clothes forever!
So give us a wave, Deborah.
You're all washed up!
Anthrax, snuff, open the trapdoor.
No! No, not that! I don't deserve that!
You wanted a fire to dry yourself off with, didn't you?
I'll try this one for size!
Dr. Caligari, all things considered, wasn't that an unnecessarily sadistic punishment for what she did?
Well, yes, I suppose it was.
Oh, good. Just checking. You have been listening to another unnecessarily sadistic story from the Cabaret of Dr. Caligari.
Presented by John Woodvine as Dr. Caligari.
And me! Oh, yes, Sylvester McCoy.
And me, Victoria Wicks.
And the rest of the cast were actors.
Do it properly.
In the conversion, you heard...
Joanna May as Debbie.
Roger Watkins as Flashjack Brothers.
Terence Edmund
As Tom.
Eric Allen
As Dick.
and Ronald Herdman.
As Tarquin.
Wayne was Clarence Smith.
Jeremy was Alan Barker.
And the estate agent was...
Joanne.
Yes.
And all the other parts were played by the cast.
It was overwritten by Alan Gilbey.
It was directed by Anne Devine.
For your own do-it-yourself pit of Hades, soak the cat litter tray with petrol, stand in it, and set light to it.